that you can serve the search warrant. Tama?
Bali, pag mag-a-apply po kami sir sa isang judge na sasabihin ng judge, o bakit dito kayo nag-a-apply? Eh, may judge man doon sa lugar na yon.
Hindi na, sandali. Ikaw lang sabi.
Because there is a criminal act going on sir inside the jail. Kumbaga mayroong
Criminal act?
Oh, parang may
Okay, mamaya punta natin. Happens to be a detainee at the time and allegedly a drug lord, and he was killed inside this jail because of your search warrant. What I'm saying is, you're violating the law because you have a different purpose in getting the search warrant. Yun ang malinaw. And history is telling us now. You should submit in this committee the names of that two lawyers from AMLAC before we end this hearing. Or else, this committee will be pushed to cite you in contempt, Colonel Marcos. Sorry.
Sige
Is
po
it
sir,
produced?
i-recall ko sir.
Now, let me proceed, Mr. Chairman. You mentioned, kaya tinanong kita kanina kung lawyer ka eh. Kasi you mentioned about compelling reasons for the issuance of search warrant.
Yes sir.
O, matanong nga kita, what is the compelling reason to issue search warrant inside the jail? And it happens not only once, ha? Colonel Marcos, it happens not only once. It happens twice during your time.
Yes sir.
Tama?
Yes sir.
Twice nangyari. Dalawang beses, dalawa ring tao ang namatay
Yes sir.
na mga allegedly drug lords.
Opo sir.
Oh, now, please answer what are those compelling reasons? Kasi nandito taga-DOJ. Tatanungin ko,
Yung usually sir, pag nagkakaroon kami ng application on other areas, hindi doon sa jurisdiction ng judge sir na nakakasakop doon sa dapat applyan namin ng search warrant na lugar. Ang isang compelling reason, there is reasonable, this is a valid reason na maaring mag-leak sir yung search warrant na ina-apply namin. Yun po yung...
okay, valid reason
Opo sir.
that you can serve the search warrant. Tama?
Bali, pag mag-a-apply po kami sir sa isang judge na sasabihin ng judge, o bakit dito kayo nag-a-apply? Eh, may judge man doon sa lugar na yon.
Hindi na, sandali.
Opo sir.
Ikaw, Colonel Marcos, ha? Halata ka na. Ang tinatanong ko lang yung compelling reason. Hindi kung saan mo kinuha. Darating tayo dyan mamaya.
Opo sir.
Saan mo na, kung saan ka nag-apply, darating tayo mamaya. You answer first. Sa'yo to nagaling eh.
Opo sir. Bali, ano yung pa yung reason sir? Yung para hindi mag-leak po yung search warrant. Kasi
Sorry?
pag minsan kasi...
You are not, Colonel Marcos, you are not answering my question. Ang sinasagot mo, Colonel Marcos, makinig ka. Ang sinasagot mo, yung reason why, instead of getting search warrant in Leyte, you get your search warrant in Samar. Yun yung sinasagot mo. Di ba?
Opo, sir.
Mali. Ang tanong ko, what is the compelling reason to issue a search warrant in a government facility, and in this case, a jail under the Bureau of Jail Management and Penology. What is that compelling reason?
We have a reason to believe, sir, based on intel reports, that there is collusion between the jail guards.
Again, you don't answer my question.
Ano ba?
Ang tinatanong ko, hindi kung saan ka kumuha ng search warrant. Ang tinatanong ko, yung sinasabi mong compelling reason to issue a search warrant inside a government facility, and in this case, sa jail, under the supervision of the BGMP. O anong compelling reason?
May intel report nga kami, sir, na yung mga jail guards is medyo kumbaga patong na, sir, doon sa operation.
Dali. Again, yung tinasagot mo sa akin, application of search warrant, pupunta rin tayo doon na mamaya. Ang tinatanong ko lang, ano yung sinasabi mong compelling reason for you to ask for search warrant, and the court will issue a search warrant indeed in a government facility, and in this case, jail under the BGMP. Ikaw lang sabi.
Because there is a criminal act going on, sir, inside the jail. Kumbaga, merong...
Criminal act?
Oh, parang may...
Okay, mamaya punta natin. DOJ. Nandito DOJ? Criminal act ha? Tandaan mo ha, Colonel Marcos, pag nagkamali ka dito, na nagsisinungaling ka, baka baguhin mo na, I will cite you in contempt. DOJ, did you get the question that I raised to Colonel Marcos na defensive siya, umiiwas siya, nasagutin? O what is that compelling reason daw? Is there a compelling reason to issue a search warrant in the jail?
Mr. Chair, regarding that particular case, Mr. Chair, there's already an en banc decision by the court, the Supreme Court, saying that there is no compelling reason for the issuance or for the issuance of the warrant. I mean, there's no compelling reason for the application of a search warrant in a jail facility, Mr. Chair.
That is a jurisprudence.
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Oh, Colonel Marcos, eto, hindi ako lawyer, pero ganon din pagkaintindi ko. Eto, DOJ na yung sasabi. Oh, do you want to contest the opinion of the legal minds from DOJ?
Hindi po, sir.
Oh, better not talk. Kasi yun lang tanong ko eh. Now, next. Eto, establish. Okay. Kasi, under the jail management, may upland galugad dyan eh. Di ba? That is the standard operating procedure of the BGMP if indeed there is an information that that jail, particular jail, may illegal na nangyayari sa loob. Oh, you know.
I agree, sir.
Oh, so you now agree that you cannot supposedly use it that apply a search warrant. That is the opinion of the DOJ.
Actually, sir, yung operation na yun, hindi naman talaga papayag na papasok sa isang decision.
Sandali, punta natin mamaya yun.
Okay.
Ang tinatanong ko lang muna dito, I just want to establish that you should not apply a search warrant in a jail. That is now a jurisprudence.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me proceed. Ito tatlong case. Now, in the case of Egay Alvarez, isabihin mo na siya para baka mamaya. Egay Alvarez happens August 11. After, the day before Paranaque case of Bantag happens. And 2 days after, August 13, the case that 3 Chinese national was killed inside the Picol. The first, kumbaga, babalikan ko yon mamaya pag nandito si Garma. The first, at saka si Leonardo, the first incident na may impact doon sa war on drugs is the case happened in your area. And that is the case of Egay Alvarez, happens to be a detainee at the time and allegedly a drug lord, and he was killed inside this jail because of your search warrant. Tama?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, first question. Sino ang judge na nag-issue ng search warrant?
In the case, sir, of Abuyog Penal Colony, ang nag-issue po is si Judge Janet Cabaluna po, sir.
Si Janet Cabaluna.
Opo, sir.
And she was also the judge that you applied first for Mayor Espinosa.
Hindi po, sir. Ibang judge naman po, sir. Bali si Judge Tarcelo Sabari naman kay Espinosa, sir.
Pero taga Samar yun.
Samar po na ano.
Samar din yung isa. Yung Cabaluna.
Hindi, nalimutan ko na, sir, kung kasi hindi po akong applicant.
Hindi ko nga makalimutan eh.
Si Major Laraga po ang applicant, sir.
But yeah, Major Lala is under you.
Opo, sir.
Oh. Kaya nga nagkakaso ka doon, di ba?
Opo, sir. Hindi ko, basta within Leyte yata, sir, si Judge Cabaluna. O hindi, or sama, hindi lang ako sure yung kung saan, sir.
Colonel naman, kanina mo pa dinipinsahan niya, you have to take search warrant outside of the jurisdiction because the connection of blah 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 to the jail and the court.
Samar.
Tapos ngayon, ayaw mo aminin, taga Samar.
Samar siguro, Samar, sir.
Ay, hindi nga ako involved doon eh. Pero alam ko na taga Samar.
Opo, sir.
In applying for a search warrant, in this case, Eto, Colonel ha. Eto, pag nagkamali ka dito, I will cite you in contempt. Who is your deponent? Who is your deponent?
Sa Albuera, sir, naalala
No.
ko, si...
Hindi
sir?
Alvera. At tinatanong ko ngayon yung kay Igay pa. Alvarez. Who is the deponent?
Si Major Laraga po, sir, makakasagot kasi sila po ang applicant, sir. Hindi po ako. Hindi silang pumunta sa judge. Pero maalala ko sa...
Sandali, yung major is under your watch.
Opo, sir.
Tama?
Opo, sir.
Oo. Di ba?
Hindi...
Oh, so you allow that major to ask for a search warrant without knowing the deponent?
Sir, ganito po ang procedure namin sa CIDG. Yung mga provincial officers po namin, kanya-kanya po yan nag-a-apply ng search warrant. Ang regional chief po, sir, hindi po nagtatanong kung sino po ang deponent.
Sandali.
Opo, sir, ganun po
Sandali.
namin.
But, Colonel Marcos, ha? Ito part of the drug war. And in Region 8, you're the one supervising such campaign as CIDG chief.
Opo, sir.
Oh, now, sinong major yon?
Police Major Leo Laraga, sir. Siya ang provincial...
Ngayon, he's assigned in where?
Leyte Provincial Chief siya. Sir.
Ngayon, saan siya naka-assign?
CIDG pa rin ngayon, sir.
Is he active?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Chairman, can we ask General Torre to check that a certain major and
He is assigned with RFU 8 now, sir.
RFU 8?
Oh, CIDG 8, sir.
8. She is the chief.
No po, sa ngayon siya ang chief investigator yata doon, sir.
Oh, can you call him? Colonel Torre, can you check? General Torre, can you check?
Yes, sir. Will do, sir.
Please check the deponent of such search warrant.
Mag-feedback ako, sir.
Oh, ganito lang, Colonel Marcos. Yung deponent ba, police?
Civilian, sir.
Civilian?
Usually, civilian, sir.
Hindi, tinatanong ko in this case, hindi mo alam.
Sa Abuyog, sir, na search warrant, di ko po talaga, sir,
Okay, now, doon sa Baybay.
Civilian, sir. Paul Olindan.
Sino?
Paul Olindan.
O, Paul Olindan.
Opo, sir.
Is Paul Olindan a jail guard?
Hindi po, sir.
A detainee? Detainee ba siya?
Dati, sir. Dating preso yan, sir.
Oh, eto, Colonel Marcos, dating preso. Oh, kailan siya nakalabas sa bilangguan?
Ano siya, sir? Naka-parole.
O nga, kailan nga nakalaya? Kailan nakalaya?
Hindi ko alam ang...
Matagal na, before the incident happened.
Oh, matagal na po.
Okay, now, how can a deponent should have a direct knowledge? Di ba?
Yes, sir.
O, paano siya magkaroon ng direct knowledge doon sa selda, sa cell ni Mayor Espinosa kung he's not anymore a detainee? Pinipilot to kasi. Gumagawa kasi kayo ng kalokohan eh.
Sir, ang humaharap po kasi sa judge.
Hindi, tinatanong ko sa iyo, kung ang deponent mo is a former PDL, under parole, anong direct knowledge doon sa loob ng silda ni Mayor?
Ang nagdadala kasi, sir,
Sandali. Sandali. Oh, yung deponent mo, may direct knowledge ba? Wala.
It will be based on the appreciation.
Hindi nga, ito nga ngayon, tinatanong kita, he's not anymore a PDL, under parole, he was not there in the jail, and still you use him as a deponent because you have something plan, a different plan for Mayor Espinosa. Oh,
Mr. Chair, clarification, Mr. Chair.
yes.
Regarding this issue, Mr. Chair, yes.
Okay.
I'd like to ask in layman's terms, Mr. Chair. Dahil yung police gusto nilang gawin yung trabaho nila, na makakuha sila ng search warrant, kasalanan ba nila na yung judge ang mag-issue ng search warrant? Now, if there is a jurisprudence from the Supreme Court, bakit nag-issue ang judge?
Hindi, yun na nga eh. Ang point dito is, deponent per se should have a direct knowledge. And of course, may problema ang judge. But at the same time, may problema kayong mga pulis. Alam mo bakit? because you're forcing it to have an deponent without direct knowledge and you talk to the judge, in which ang judge ito may problema din, then you operate not on the reason of the items supposedly under the search warrant. Yun ang malinaw eh. Namatay si Egay Alvarez. Hindi ko sinasabi na he's not a drug lord. When in fact, ako alam ko, he's a drug lord. Pati source niya. Pati yung namatay dun sa Dapicol. But of course, it's a different thing. It's a different story. We're talking about extrajudicial killing here. And hindi to simpleng coincidence. Hindi simpleng coincidence. Kasi dalawang jail sa Leyte ang nangyari, you serve a search warrant and the result is namatay yung mga allegedly drug lords or narcotics, narco drugs, politicians. Yun pong totoo. Di ba? Ang sinasabi ko, I am not defending here the drug pushers, the drug lords. What I'm saying is, you're violating the law. Because you have a different purpose in getting the search warrant. Yun ang malinaw. And history is telling us now, it never happens na lumabas ang katotohanan during the previous administration because that is part of the drug war. Yun ang malinaw.